Hello, my friends! It is time for Tasty Tuesday. So, I'm glad you're already here. We're going to have an awesome time. I'm getting ready to walk you through what you have selected to be the recipe for tonight. And of course, you chose, you chose cauliflower rice stuffing. Boom. So, you can't see that. Let's see if you can see it. There it is, cauliflower rice stuffing. So that's what we're going to make tonight. Let me tell you what's going on inside our reason for this. This is what's going on inside of the Hedrick household. So we were thinking about what can we do to best help all of our friends out there have an awesome holiday. You know, the hardest thing about holidays is, and staying healthy is that when you get around all your family, there's all the food. And food equates to fellowship. And if you're not involved in the food, you're not involved in the fellowship. And so what we're going to do here for the next couple weeks is we're going to take time giving you guys a tool chest to use during the holidays. So what we want to do is we want to do recipes that are lean and green recipes that you can both use with your family, keeping healthy, as well as take to your family events. So imagine, put yourself in this. You're at Thanksgiving, right? And you bring a dish. So you bring one of the dishes. What if you could bring one of these dishes? So this dish would be a perfect dish to take to Thanksgiving or to serve at Thanksgiving for your family. It's a replacement for stovetop stuffing or any of those bread stuffing. This is a great place for you guys to find those recipes because we're going to be doing that for the next couple weeks. So to be clear, if you want to vote on what we're cooking, you can go to Lori's Facebook for the next few weeks. And you can, on Sunday nights, vote on what our next recipe is going to be, right? So that's where you vote. However, what you're going to be voting on is all holiday recipes that you can use from Thanksgiving through Christmas or whatever your holiday is. I don't know what holidays you're all observing. Maybe it's Hanukkah. I don't know. Of course, there's very different food in that, right? But inside of our American holidays for folks who are going to do Thanksgiving, this is a great one. All right. So tonight we're doing the first of our holiday meals or holiday lean and greens, and it's this awesome stuffing dish. So let me show you what the components are real quick, okay? Give you a quick bird's eye view of what we're doing. We're going to be using an unsalted butter. So we've got butter, but it's unsalted. We've got celery, of course. Stuffing has celery in it, right? We've got mushrooms. We've got a yellow onion. We've got walnuts. Yep, there's going to be walnuts in there, broken up, crushed real small. Sage, rosemary. There's a chicken stock or a chicken broth. And then we're going to have riced cauliflower, which, by the way, you can see that comes in these freezer packs, right? So if you get these from the store, you can just throw them right in the microwave like I'm going to do in just a moment, and then turn around and put them right in this dish in the saute pan in just a moment as well. We also had poultry seasoning. You're going to need all of these components for this meal. So make sure you've got all of these components you see here. And now we're going to jump into this. Now let me tell you what I'm doing. I've got some theory behind my madness. I want this thing to go fairly quickly. So I'm a multitasker as much as I can be. So when it comes to multitasking, if we multitask too much, we really become less effective. But in cooking, you folks out there, mamas, if you not got a bunch of stuff going at once, it won't get done. So we're going to throw one of these packs in here and get it going. So I'm going to throw this guy in, whole pack just like that, 4 minutes. I'm going to have it running so it gets knocked down, and it's going to be cooking. And then when it's done, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the next one. But while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and do part of the recipe. The next thing I've got to do is I got to prep all these vegetables, mushrooms, and everything else. So all this stuff has to be chopped. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping away on everything while we keep that cauliflower cycling through. I've got 3 more packs to do. Now for me, I'm doing 2 servings of this. Okay, I'm preparing 2 whole component. I'm not servings, but 2 whole dishes of it. Each dish is going to be 2 servings in itself. So when you see it, it's going to be 1 full serving. Now let me tell you something else. This is not my complete lean and green meal, okay? This is my green, but it's not my lean. Let me talk to you about the lean. Since I'm doing something like this, I did what I love doing now. I went to Ingles and I got me some salmon. Now remember, if you haven't seen the video from before, You can go in Ingles while you're getting these components and tell them, hey, I would like salmon, and I'd like to have this with the Malibu style or whatever. They'll put the seasoning on it. They will steam it and cook it there in the store while you walk around and do your shopping. So my salmon is already prepared because they did it right there at Ingles. No charge. It's just a bonus. So anyways, I'm going to stick this in here and keep it warm. My oven is not on. That would not work well if your oven's on. Anyways, Lori's putting in the notes. I just saw she said microwave oven times differ. That's correct. For this one, it's going to be about 4 to 6 minutes or something like that. It might be less for yours. But anyways, so that's going. I've got those guys going. I'm only doing it about 4 minutes, Laura, to your note, because I'm going to be cooking them longer in the dish. So there you go. Now, while we're doing this, let's go ahead and get to chopping. So I'm going to keep the cauliflower going. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping all the other components and break them up into dishes. And so we can make sure that we keep on target for time. This should not be a long thing to make. It should take very little time. I'm talking a lot, so it's taking me a little longer. So let's get these components going. I'll give you guys a view of that. I'm going to first start with just chopping my celery. It says I'm going to need 1 cup of celery per recipe. So I might as well get this going. I need to go ahead and get my stuff out. Celery's out. I need to get my measuring cups out as well. Okay. All right, there's my 1 cup. So I'm going to get that ready. Go ahead and get this celery going. I'm going to chop off the top of this, and I'm going to wash these guys. I don't like that part of the celery. Get some of this stuff going. All right, here we go. While we're doing this, I just want to say, guys, seriously, our whole heart for these videos during the for these videos right now as we prepare for the holiday is this. We understand how hard it is. I'm going to wash these real quick. I told Lori that we understand how hard it is for our folks that are on program to do lean and green during the holidays. I mean, it's the biggest thing. Talk about sabotage, going in and eating these meals with your family members and seeing them eat all this amazing food that you can't have. Why not fix some amazing food that actually has a great flavor and do it in such a way that they can eat it too? And at the very least, if you do end up eating something that's less healthy, you're eating less of what's less healthy, right? Now, if you're going to eat turkey at Thanksgiving, I'll make sure that I repeat this for all of our videos for the next little bit. But if you're going to eat turkey or chicken or something like that, I want to encourage you, go for the not so dark meat. The whiter the meat, the better it is for you, believe it or not. I know the other tastes better, but it's what we need to do. Okay, so I'm going to move this back over here, and I am running around. And again, next one in. I'm keeping it running. That way I'm not wasting time. So first one's done. Woo, that's hot. So that one's done. I'm going to toss it over. Boom. And get this one going. 4 minutes because it's going to cook again. There it goes. So let's come back over here and get back onto this. So again, you can, if you're going to eat some of the meats and stuff, go for the less dark meat. The darker the meat and chicken and that kind of thing, the less healthy it is for you. So make sure to get, the meats that are whiter and do what's healthier for yourself. At least you can, defeat some of the negative. And if you're eating other components are more healthy, when you eat some things that are, less healthy, then you're eating less of it. As a matter of fact, here's another trick. Another tip is if you will fill up on eating green vegetables, if you fill up on eating, your lettuces, your leafy vegetables, spinaches, and stuff that's not sauteed or buttered up or smothered, covered, fried, if you're eating stuff that's more healthy for you and you fill up on that, then you'll find yourself eating less of the other things that aren't as healthy. So that's just a couple tips. So I'm going to keep chopping this up, and I just need a cup of it per recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I've got a cup here. And you guys, seriously, with all of the components we're going to give you, you could actually have a full meal of healthy components and not have to put so much time in it. There's 1 cup, so I'm going to put that in one dish. So I have it ready. So one dish is ready. I'm going to get the second dish going. All right. So that stuff is just going. We're getting it done, guys. This is awesome. You guys have put me to the task on a lot of stuff. This one is a little easier, and I'm thankful. Give me a little more time for myself here in a little bit. Maybe I'll beat Lori getting home. I doubt that. She kind of races home to get on before I get done. I think she really enjoys my time cooking. All right, guys. This is really going well. With that said, it looks like I've got this second, possible close to a second cup here. Ready? Let's get the measuring cup. I'm doing 2 sets because I got to cook for me and Lori, and then I've also got to cook for my kiddos. So that didn't get cut well. My kiddos. Here we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there too. This will be my kiddos batch. It's going to be bigger. All right. So there's theirs. Now I need to prepare some of the other veg. I'm going to just move this out of the way. The next thing I'm going to prepare are the mushrooms. So I'm going to chop these as well. All right. Set these out here. Yay, yay, yay. It says I'm going to need 1 cup of diced mushrooms as well. So that's going to be great. I actually didn't used to like mushrooms very much, I have to tell you. But the more I eat them, the more I love them, guys. It's amazing how your taste buds change the healthier you eat. Once you get away from a lot of the salts and the sugars and all the things that dominate your palate opens up and you find out that you like different flavors of food. I found that I really, really, really enjoy very healthy food. I didn't know that. All right, I'm just trying to chop this up a little. Great stuff. Oh, my family's gonna love this. Look at that. This is gonna be good. I love the way these things cook up. Okay, so let's get this cup of, I need a whole cup. We're not gonna cheat ourselves. I'm gonna pack it down in there like we do. Good. There's that cup, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss this next cup in. So I gotta do 1 more cup of mushrooms while I get in the next batch of cauliflower. So that one's done. Now I got this one to go. Here we go. Back over here. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. So another one's done. Boom, another one done. 4 minutes. Boom, it's gone. So again, here we go. Keep those going. Woohoo! We haven't fun yet. So I got that first batch of mushrooms done. I need to do the second batch for my kiddos. So let's go ahead and get that going. Need another cup of mushrooms. Next thing's my onion. I'm really actually mostly done with this already. It's funny, the longer you do this stuff, the more you start to realize and recognize what a cup looks like before you even do it. It used to be I was so bad at figuring out what portion sizes are. But I tell you, if you'll practice at home doing portion sizes for all of your foods and getting everything right, you know, when I say eat a cup of your leafy vegetables, or a cup is a serving of leafy vegetables, a half cup is for the less, leafy kinds of vegetables like your bell peppers or whatever, and a serving is 1 cup and a half cup, so 1 cup for leafies. When you do it, when you look at it in the restaurant, you really underdo yourself. You don't realize how much space leafy vegetables take up. They don't take up much space, and when you compact them, like if you put spinach in this cup, it's massive how much spinach is in a cup. It takes over a whole plate. So we always tend to underdo our veggies. Let's not do that. The veggies take up space in your stomach and they make you fuller, just like water. Drinking tons of water does that. You're gonna be tons more healthy if you drink water and if you eat veggies every day. It makes you eat less of the other stuff like your carbs and your proteins. Okay, so I've done that. Now I'm on to the yellow onion. I'm going to need, it says 1/3 cup diced yellow onion. So maybe we'll get through that a little quicker. So let's go ahead and get her done here. All right, I love onion. My kids liked onion less. I gotta tell you, in the recipe we did this last time, we had onion and pepper in it. like bell pepper. My kiddos hate onions and bell pepper. Well, they loved it in the recipe. They loved it. They said it was cooked just right. So let's get a third cup out of here. Quarter cup. Quarter cup. 3/4 cup. Oh my goodness. Third cup. There we go. Finally found one. There's my third cup measuring thing. Okay. Now, I've got to chop up a third cup for each one of these. All right, guys. We're just getting it. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. The last batch of cauliflower is currently going, so it's going to be done here in just a few moments. I'm going to have all of these items composed and done. I'm telling you guys, I have really enjoyed these recipes. I hope y'all have. So I'm chopping some onion, just chopping it up. I love the flavors mixed together. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Okay, let's see if we got it here. Yeah, I believe we got a third cup right there. Yep, there's a third cup of onion for my first batch. And I need just a little bit more. I'm going to do about this much more, but that's going to end up being close to a third cup for this second batch. Say too, I'm so glad you guys are on. You guys have been incredible encouragers through this whole thing, and I've had so much fun doing these recipes with you guys. So much involvement. Love it. Okay, I got this third cup of onion for the second batch. I'll pull that. That's not good. Okay, so the last batch of cauliflower is done. My third cup of onion is done for the second batch. Here we go. Here we go. There's that. So the kids' batch is ready. I'm going to pull that cauliflower out. As I do, listen to this. I want to tell you one more thing about this whole thing real quickly. So, if you think about it, those of us who dearly love stuffing, right? Who are just kind of addicted to, honestly, at Thanksgiving, it'd be stuffing, mac and cheese, and sugar peas. I'd be good. I'm just saying, that's the way I used to be. I don't do that anymore. I mean, that would be incredibly unhealthy. But at least I'm going to get most of my fill off of this. And if I can trick my brain to thinking that this is just as good as that, it's a win. It's a win. So here it comes. All right, so the next part of the stuffing is we need to prepare the walnuts, the sage, and the rosemary. So let's do that. I'm going to get that down here again. So here's our walnuts, just basic walnuts we got. Looks like from Walmart. And it looks like they're already done. So this is going to be, I was going to crush them up more, but they are already there. So that's good. I'm just going to have to get, let's see, it says now it's going to be 2 ounces of chopped walnuts. Awesome. Challenge accepted. Now I have to find let me find one thing real quickly. And you guys, it is not going to happen. My wife will be here in a minute. So let me move on to the next thing. So it's 2 ounces of walnuts. I'll add those in just a moment because I can't find my scale, and scales are important. So let me tell you why I'm going to wait on that. Because when it comes down to doing a lean and green on the program, guys, I'm telling you, you need to think about how much everything weighs. You need to weigh it, weigh your proteins, weigh everything, and make sure you're getting the fullness of it. If you're cheating yourself in this program, if you're cheating yourself with your proteins or whatever, you're going to miss out. Your body needs that to be able to do what it needs to do to burn and everything. Trust me, I know. 76 pounds down, it works. Make sure your body gets some fat burn. Actually, my wife is brilliant. She just put on here, the bag is for ounces. Each recipe calls for 2 ounces. It's 4 ounces. Boom. Look at that. She's so smart. So I'm going to be putting half in one, half in the other. I'm going to use my bowl here to measure that out real quick. Come down here. Thank you, Lord. So let's get half and half. All right. There we go. Right, so there it is, half and half. I'm going to add those now to my 2 recipes. Again, I'm doing 2 recipes. One recipe is going to be this much stuff. All right, and then I'm going to do this. So at this point, I'm going to take all of these components And now I'm going to heat butter in the large skillet. I'm going to pour all of this stuff in and saute it for 5 minutes. So let's go over here, and these components are going to come with us, and we are going to now set up the skillet and get it going. So guys, this is where it gets fun. So here's components coming together. I'm going to get this guy on. I'm going to turn it down to low. I try to use low heat as much as possible. Boom, there it is. I'm going to get the butter in there, and it says that my butter amount is 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. Oops, wrong one. 1 tablespoon is right there, so the measurement's on it. Thank you, Walmart. So that makes it easier. So there is my exact amount of butter. I'm going to let that heat up for just a minute, and that's what we're going to cook that in. Again, that's the unsalted butter. And now, here's all the components that we're about to cook in that butter. So that right there is your walnuts, your onions, and your chopped up celery. I'm going to do those first in the pan once that butter gets started. So we're going to give it just a second to go. And while I do that, let's keep on multitasking. So it's warming up. I'm going to wait for that butter to melt just a second. While it's doing it, I'm going to go ahead and get the sage and the rosemary ready. So I have these bowls here. I'm going to chop them up a little bit while that melts, and then put it in there, and then I can just measure it out. All right, so here we go with that. Boom. Here we go. So let's chop up some sage. We are not going to need this much, but I'm making sure for the 2 batches I got what I need. So, awesome. Oh my goodness, you can smell the aromatics. Man, the smell is just filling up the room, guys. You guys, I gotta tell you, I love cooking. This is my favorite part of my life. So that's there. I'll be able to get what I need out of that. Set these guys here. Now, let's get this rosemary and get it in. The butter is not quite melted yet, so I don't feel bad about this. I'm gonna keep going. Try to keep using my time the best I can. So here goes the rosemary. Okay, put that there. Oh my goodness. You guys, the smell of these fresh herbs is awesome. Why do we ever eat stuff from a box? Why would we ever eat stuff from a box? It smells so good. It smells so good. I'm pulling out some of the hard stalks out of it, just keeping the leaves. You see what I'm doing here? So I don't like the stalks. But the aromatics, the way this smells is incredible. I hope y'all do this later because you're going to love it. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to put that right there. It's ready for me to scoop out of. Boom. Rosemary and both sage are done. I've got everything else ready. Game on, guys. So that's all the multitasking I can do for now. Let's get over here and get this stuff sauteing. Okay, so as the butter finishes up, I'm going to go ahead and grab something to stir this with. We're about to be game on. Boom. Woo! Come on! Okay, let's get this going. Okay, here we go. Oh, you guys. I don't get butter much, so I'm already enjoying how this is going. I grew up in the South. Anybody grew up in the South, you know there's a couple things we love in life. Yep. Butter makes everything better. And bacon. Oh my goodness. So I don't get to use those things much. So when a recipe lets me eat butter, oh my goodness. So there's my butter. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Get this in here. It says we're going to get this in here and saute it for a good little while. I'll tell you the time in just a moment so I don't let it do wrong. Oh my goodness. Here it is. Those components are in there. It says we're going to saute those guys for 5 minutes. So, Echo, set timer 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. I'm going to put that to medium heat because this is not going to go very fast, I don't think. It's not going super hot right now. Oh, you guys. I'm already telling you, I'm starting to feel the love right here, I got to tell you. So again, what we've got here so far is we've got the components are chopped walnut, We've got chopped onion and chopped celery. We're going to be adding the other components, which include the riced cauliflower, really soon. And this is all being cooked just in an unsalted butter. And it's starting to finally saute right now. I can hear it sizzle. Okay, I might have to turn it down just a minute. I've got it on medium heat right now, and it's going for 5 minutes. I'm gonna let this thing keep going. Oh, goodness. Really, all of my other components are going, so I'm gonna leave that doing its thing. And we're gonna talk for just a second. So, all my components are really together, you know? So the next thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna add the cauliflower rice and saute it for another 2 minutes after this. And that's gonna be pretty much it for it. And then we're gonna add the stock and the seasoning, and then we're gonna mix it well and let this thing go for 12 to 15 minutes on its own. Again, I showed you that my salmon is already ready to go that I got at the grocery store. So you guys, once I'm done with this, the components are good and we are set. So I'm excited. This batch right here is 1 serving. I'm gonna do a whole nother round of this for my kids. You could do it all together if you wanted. I like to do it this way so it's easier for Lori and I to figure out. We'll split this one. The kids will split the next one. And there you go. So while I'm doing this, and this is going, let me ask you some questions. So have you guys enjoyed these recipes? Has anybody tried any that are their favorites that they'd recommend? Put in the comments if any of these recipes have become one of your favorite meals. I'd love to hear about that. And then also, if you've taken any pictures of your favorite lean greens, can you share those in here? We would love to see what you guys are doing out there. It's not all about us. It's about all of us together, right? Okay, well this is just going on. I'm going to turn it down because I don't want to overcook. So now it's on a lower setting. While this is still doing it, oh, it's starting to smell right. So there you go. While this is still going, I want to ask this. Now the next thing I want to ask is if this is like really been good for you, if you've enjoyed these videos and they've really helped you, can you do me a favor and share it on your timeline? Let's spread the news and spread the love. Just go ahead and click share and share it with your friends. Let's let more folks see how to eat healthy. It really isn't that hard, is it? Oh my goodness. So guys, I am smelling this right now. And I gotta tell you, it smells amazing. I had my doubts, but this already smells amazing. It is really awesome. I'm going to keep it moving because it's so little butter in there that I don't want it to scald or burn or whatever. And I'm going to turn it on down a little bit lower because I don't want it to whatever. I can tell the vegetables are starting to get softer already, which is great. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I had my doubts. This is going to be awesome. Okay. So we've got another 1 minute and 20 seconds, and then we're going to put the cauliflower, the riced cauliflower in. And once we get it in, it's a matter of just a few more minutes. It's going to go for 2 minutes with the riced cauliflower in it. Awesome. Oh, this is amazing. You see me adjusting the heat when it starts cooking too fast. I slow it down a little bit because I don't want it to scald or burn. And kind of babying it a little bit. But hey, it's not every day. We're doing this for Thanksgiving, right? This is what we're planning for our holidays. All right, I've got 42 seconds more. And as I do, I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to turn it way down so it doesn't overcook. I'm going to grab my riced cauliflower and go ahead and get the cups in that I need to get in. So for this, I'm going to have to use... I forgot it's 4 cups of riced cauliflower. So let me get my cup again, a measuring cup. And I'm going to go ahead and get 4 cups ready. Scissors here. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Let's get that riced cauliflower in here. Oh, that smells so good, my friends. Echo, stop. Thank you. Why do I say thank you to Echo? I don't even know. Okay, so 1 cup riced cauliflower. get it all out of here. One and a half cups. Let me see something on here. Look at this, guys. I want to tell you something. I just measured that by cups. You saw that? So I got 1.5 cups of rice cauliflower out of here. Serving size, 3/4 cups. Servings per container, 3.5. Something doesn't match up to that, just saying. So, just so you know, your numbers on these bags, not always the truth. You know, pay attention to that. So, here we go. I've got the first one in here. I need to add another 3 cups. I've got 1 cup in there. So the first one's in there. Oh, I'm starting to see what this is supposed to be. All right, so there's 1. So I need this next one in. So I should have enough out of these 2 right here. I'll have to do some more for my kiddos. Thank goodness I can do that. I'll do it in the next batch. Here, press it down. There it is. That's 2. Well, I know from the numbers this is 3. There's 3. And 1 more here. Man, I'm making a mess. I got a lot to clean tonight. What you guys don't see is all the cleanup I do afterwards. Oh, Shelly says she's coming over in 5. Bring it on, Shelly. You're welcome to come. It'd be fun to hang out with you. All right, so there's 4 cups of cauliflower. And as you see, that's actually a lot more than what, you know, it's a lot less in those bags than they say. All right, so here we go. Oh, goodness, it already smells different, you guys. I smell it. You guys smell that? Of course you don't, sorry. All right, I'm going to leave this going. And Echo, set timer 2 minutes. This is going to go 2 minutes. Actually, I'm not going to go the full 2 minutes because it took me some time to get this done. I am starting to understand how this could be like stuffing. Now, I know it looks crazy, but you guys, this is 2 servings of a green. So again, I want to tell you, you're going to have to eat a whole half of this. Isn't that insane? That's a lot of food, I know. All right, so after this is done, I'm going to be adding in the chicken stock and the seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and get those seasonings ready. It's going to be 1 tablespoon chopped fresh sage, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh rosemary, then a 1/2 tablespoon of poultry seasoning, 1/2 tablespoon of salt. I'm going to go ahead and get the right salt over here. That's going. Yep, I hear it. Okay, good. Let's get this ready. I'm going to go ahead and get all of these ingredients ready. Boom. All the stuff I've already chopped. Okay, and the broth. Okay, I've got everything here. So, I've got everything here. Stir one more time. It's about a minute to go. Nothing's cooking too fast. That's great. It's doing it right on time. All right, I'm gonna leave that. Boom. Let's go ahead and get this stuff in here. So my chicken stock is a 1/2 cup. Let me get my cup. And let's go ahead and get these guys together, these components together. So 1/2 cup of chicken stock. So I've got the broth here. Boom. All right. Come on, guys. This is awesome. Look at that. This is going to be awesome. I'm feeling like this is real. Oops, I just got that on my phone. Y'all saw that? That thing jumped out there and got my phone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that just happened. Note to self, make sure your phone is waterproof when in the kitchen. There you go. Okay, so I got my chicken stock in there. Now I need to get my tablespoons of seasoning. So 1 tablespoon of this guy is going in here. Boom. And then 1 tablespoon of this one, rosemary. Yep, boom. And then I need to do 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning and 1 teaspoon of salt. Oh, poultry seasoning's here. It says 1 tablespoon. That's a lot. So got the poultry seasoning here. Everything is just simmering really nicely. Okay. Now, poultry seasoning. Oh, I smell that. That smells like the stuff. There it is. 1 tablespoon of that, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. So let's get down to the teaspoon, which is way smaller. 1 teaspoon right here. No, I've got the top on it. Okay. All right, got to do a lot more than that. So, we've got all the components in here. The timer's about to go off. Okay, that should be enough salt. Yeah. Boom. Great. So, now I've got the salt and the other components in here. It says that I'm going to add those. Echo stop. Echo show timer.
There are no timers set.
Great. So I'm good. That 2 minutes is up. Here we go. I'm going to move this around a little bit. And these are the last components. This last bit, which is the spices and everything, is going to go, it says, 12 to 15 minutes. So I'll get it in here and mix it up, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more. Oh, there it goes. So there's all the spices. Just got myself with spices. Man, that chicken stock just wanted to be all over the place today. There it is. Oh, that smells so good, guys. Smells so great. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. There it is. So I'm going to get this in here and mix it. This is going to be incredible. I can actually tell what they're talking about. It does smell kind of like stovetop. I get it now. Oh my goodness. We've made stuffing out of cauliflower, guys. That's insane. Echo, set 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
Echo, set 12-minute timer.
Second timer, 12 minutes, starting now.
Echo, set 15-minute timer.
Third timer, 15 minutes.
So I'm actually setting this up so that I can come back. I got Echo set up so it's going to tell me a 10-minute timer, a 12-minute timer, a 15-minute timer. I just want to make sure it doesn't overcook. I mean, this is really, if you look at the way that chicken stock even went in there, it's not that it's dry, but it's drier. Now I know that the cauliflower is going to cook down a bit and add water to it. It always does, like in our Mimi's rice dish that we did. But honestly, it's going to be one of those things I want to make sure that it doesn't overcook or cook too fast or whatever. So I've got it on a low heat. I'm spreading it out. And now I've got all of the components mixed in. The spices are in there. It really smells like stovetop. And I'm going to leave this to go on really low heat and just simmer. And I'm going to cover it in just a moment. So I'll actually finish up with you because it's going to go for a while now. So let me finish with this, and then I'm going to cover my dish and let it cook on out for the rest of the 15 minutes. So here's the deal, guys. We just made stuffing. We made stuffing, and that portion right there, half of it is a complete green. So again, what I did is I went to Ingles, for you guys who didn't see it at the beginning, and I got salmon steamed. They steamed it with the Malibu seasoning. It's awesome. So while I was shopping and getting some of the components I still needed, Lori had most of the components and everything, and I got some other stuff. This salmon was steaming, and then they just wrapped it up. It's already cooked with seasoning on it. So that's done. That's my lean component. So I'm doing salmon as our lean meat, which is an amazing meat. You should actually eat salmon at least once a week. Salmon is so good for you. It's good for brain function. It's good for how your brain even works. It has the right kind of fat in it. It's really great for you. So anyway, I got salmon for our lean component, and then our green component is fully half of that. So for tonight, we're going to eat half of that as our green, and we're going to eat the salmon. And that's amazing. It's going to be awesome for us. We're getting all of our veggie components for the complete lean and green. For you guys, for the holidays, let's bring it back to the holidays before I get off of here. You're heading into Thanksgiving, and you want to eat with everyone else. If you do something like this, and you have a stuffing there that's healthier with the other stuffing, if you're the one composing the meal, then that should be fairly easy just to throw in one for you, and then you get what looks like your meal as well. You can have turkey, which if you get the white meat is leaner, and then you have stuffing. We're going to show you some other recipes later, like some awesome deviled eggs that can be a part of your lean and green. We're going to show you other recipes that are going to look like mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm not kidding you. We are giving you all the tools you need in the tool chest for your lean and green on Thanksgiving so that you can do this. Listen to me. It is possible to live healthy through the holidays. I just want you guys to know that you don't have to break your momentum. And we don't call it cheating. It's not cheating when you make an unhealthy decision, but you don't have to make so many unhealthy decisions. And if you make one unhealthy decision, make 2 healthy decisions on the next decisions. So again, there's your component. It's going to be your stuffing. And you can take that, add it to some of the other components, and I'm going to show you, I'm telling you, we're going to show you how to have a complete lean and green Thanksgiving if you want to. If you don't want to, add it into the Thanksgiving you're having. Take the dishes with you to your holiday meal with your family. Whatever it takes, set yourself up for success. The last thing I'll say on this is this. The major component, the major part of this for us getting healthy, the major thing, the major part of changing in a lifestyle is this. For us to actually literally own it, completely own it, we have to make a decision in our minds that we're going to do whatever it takes to stay healthy. We want to be healthy for life. It's a decision I've made. So you have to stop, challenge every decision you make, and choose a healthier decision. Stop, challenge, choose. You don't have to just do something because you feel it. And so what we're doing here is we're giving you ways and components and tools for the tool chest so that you can plan ahead. One of the key things you can do this holiday or any holiday or for cookouts or for parties or whatever is plan ahead. For me, I carry components on me, things on me I can eat as I go. A bar, a shake, or something like that, or one of these components, one of these meals, one of these dishes, a salad I can take. You can do this. Just plan ahead, choose to be healthy, stop, challenge, choose. And then you know what? Enjoy life. It doesn't have to be a thing where you give up on all of the fellowship. You can have freedom of fellowship, you can have eating with everybody, and you can do it healthy. With that said, you guys are amazing. Thanks for staying on. You listened to a little bit of my preach at the end, but I'm so incredibly for you guys. You see, for the rest of my life, I've chosen healthy is the way. I want to leave that legacy in my family. I hear the kiddos coming in, and let me tell you, they're a huge part of my why. I want to make sure that I live old enough for my great-grandkids to see what's going on and to be a part of my life. Anyway, with that said, have a great evening.
So good.
Yay!
So good. Thank you.
Tell her to get out of the kitchen.
No.
Anyways, we love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Blessings on your evening. And guess what? You're going to own these holidays. Plan ahead. Get a strategy. You got this. Boom.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.